Alrighty, so hello everyone. So glad to see you guys on tonight. A little bit of a smaller group, but I am so glad to see all that are on. Um, Tonight we're going to talk about just what the graphic said, community, the importance of in community and involvement. I feel like lately we've been really talking about systems and recruiting and bringing on these business builders, but there's also a super duper important aspect that we don't want to kind of forget about. And that is making sure that not only that a community is there, but that we are making sure that we are a part of that community, um, that we are playing a role in it, that we are doing our part to, in some way, shape, or form, better it, right? Um, that we're involved and that the people that we are bringing in, that we're introducing them to that community, even if they may be kind of like hard shelled in the beginning. We want to make sure that they're experiencing our community, our team aspect, whether they are a customer or a business builder. Um, so where I want to go with that is I want you to take a second and ask yourself, and I want you guys to be honest, and I want you to put in the chat, do you feel like you are as involved in the community, meaning team chats, challenges, checking in, making sure your people are seeing posts, making sure that your customers are getting put in challenges, making sure that I know we have a lot of team chats. So I try to tell my business builders, so this could go for you to well, pick 2 to 3. Most of you should at least have two, right? One or two. Pick two that you check when you wake up in the morning, at lunchtime, and before you go to bed. That, like Kate said, that you're engaging in the team pages, you're engaging in the team chats, or not the team chats, the customer chats, the customer pages. So I want you to take a second and I'm gonna give you guys like 30 seconds. You shouldn't really need a ton of time, but reflect on how involved you are and drop in the notes on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not involved at all, 5 being I try, but I probably could do better, but I also could be worse, like I'm not doing terrible, and then a 10 being like I'm hitting a home run. So share with me where you guys feel like you're at with that. 8.5, 7.5, 5. I feel like I'm like an 8 too, Kate. Oh, got more people coming in. 5. Okay, guys, those of you that just popped in, I'm going to reiterate real quick what we're doing. We're doing a fun little activity. So we're talking about team involved community, like being involved in the team pages, being involved in challenges, participating in the customer chats, like leaving feedback. And basically my question was on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like not at all, 5 being like I do my best, I could do better, but I also could be worse, and a 10 being like I'm hitting a home run. Share with us in the chat how you feel you're doing by being involved in the community. Most everybody has dropped theirs. So if you just rolled into the chat, please leave yours as well. Camus said 3 to 4, I feel I'm trying my best, but need to check it daily, make sure my team is. We got a 7, we got a 5, 5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. 5 to 6. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So I love your guys' honesty and I love to know where you kind of feel where you're at with this. Okay. Um, And I'm going to be really completely blunt about this. If you are in a place right now and you want to see your business grow and you want to see your people catch sight of the vision, whether it's with the products and their health and wellness journey, or if it's the business builder side, we need to do our best to being involved from an 8 to a 10 every day. And I know some days that's not possible. We go through seasons like, sometimes we have a loss in our family. Sometimes, we have a week where our kids are throwing us off. Um, that is totally, that's okay. But consistently on average, we need to be showing up as an 8 to a 10. And that looks like making sure you know what's going on in team chats. I'll tell y'all, that is my biggest struggle. Kate knows it. Team chats are my struggle because I have a tendency to get overwhelmed and go into avoidance mode. I'm like, I can't look at it right now. If I don't know what's going on, I feel better. And so for me, I was just telling you guys that those of you that just got on, I choose 2 to 3 chats that I feel like are my primary chats that I need to be in, that I need to be participating in. And I check them in the morning, I check them around noon, and then I check them around like bedtime to make sure I haven't missed anything. Um, so chats, where are you at? Like, are you pushing your team? Are you participating? Do you know what's going on? Okay, so team pages, right? We all have a team page. We have mountain movers. We have gutsy goal getters. Kristen Rogers has her Shine Bright page. Look and see at how involved you are in those pages. And I'm going to share something with y'all. And Kate's on this call. She's at a game, but I guarantee you she's going to completely concur with what I'm about to say with you. Even though it's a team page that she created, Mountain Movers, she created, Gutsy Goal Getters, I created, that is your team page as well. If you have something that you want to share to speak to the people in your downline or speak to your sideline sisters, post it. It looks so much better when we are showing up, whether it's even like hey, y'all, have a great week, or going live and talking about like a win you had, like reaching out to a business builder, reaching out to a new customer, helping a customer get through detox. Like, what if we went live every so often and shared our stories on our team pages about that and inspired one another? What if we went live in our customer page and talked about, I really had an epiphany yesterday. So yesterday was my turn to share live in Beth Anderson's team page, Team Detox. We had this challenge and it was my turn to go live. And I shared this story that I didn't really think had any like power behind it. Um, and I shared it and so many people were like, "Oh my
Come
God,
on.
this makes so this makes so much sense." Um, and they're like, "Man, now I understand why I struggled with this," or "Man, that's so good to know. Like, I understand now why so and so." And I'm like, "Wow, I should be sharing this more. I probably should go into Mountain Movers Open Range and talk about this." Like, but I think we feel so much that we get caught up in like the add someone, put them here, check in with them personally on our little follow-up schedule, and then we're good. We forget that we also are inspiring people because of the community we have and the information we're giving them and what they're seeing and the camaraderie. If maybe someone is struggling with their products and they're like kind of losing that belief, they might see your live and be like, oh, Lynn just shared about how like she's struggling with this, and like, oh, I kind of feel seen. I don't even know Lynn, but or Randy got on and talked about how she really hates the taste of Restore. We were talking about I'm not saying, I'm just using this as theoretical. She really hates the taste of Restore, but she put her hydrate in it and now it tastes good. Oh, it might not even be someone who's in Randy's downline, but is a sideline sister. And I'm sure that would be like knowing that even though you help someone that's not in your own downline, because our team is like our page is kind of for everyone, right? That's what it's about. Kate has left a couple comments. I'm gonna go check those out. Um, it's our team page, not mine. Any tips and tricks, great posts, testimonies, inspiration is always welcome. Plus, we know our story and we've said it 1,000 times, but so many don't know and are in love with people's testimonies. So Get more into sharing about you. Okay. And like another thing I know that I even need to be better about, and so I'm sure others need to like feel the same way, is get in there and comment on those posts, even if it's a good job, congratulations. Amy, I feel like you're really good at always commenting on the posts in the team pages. Like, I commend you on that. So, like, always just make sure, like, even if you're like, I don't really have a lot to say, comment on it. Um, yeah, yes, Leslie. Amy is great. So that's just my little blurb. I challenge you guys to maybe like, and this is going to help you on your own personal like Facebook and Instagram. Maybe challenge yourself to once a month going live and either the customer page or the team page and sharing something to inspire someone else or to help someone get through something. Because you know, Kate and I have given you all the permission you need. So maybe think, okay, once a month, I'm going to go live here and I'm going to go live here and I'm going to talk about XYZ. Because it's going to do nothing but good. It's going to possibly inspire someone and it's going to build your confidence in sharing about that story and doing it live. Um, so going through the team pages, that's the one thing I wanted to talk about. Customer chats. So we just started customer chats. Those of you who are putting people in customer chats, I think Kate's team is just now starting to do them, or she's still deciding if she's going to use them, but make sure, even though a customer chat is for customers, make sure you're participating in them. Okay, you probably won't win a prize for answering a question. I know we always say, hey, gonna do a giveaway, but up that excitement. If you have someone who did the reset today, I met, oh, that's so cute. That's so cool. Christina, today I met Lynn. I'm not, oh, very cool. I love that. See, it's all a team. It's a team aspect. Anyways,
It was a long drive.
so when you're participating and you're hyping people up, even though you're not the customer, hype up your people, tag them, um, give a heck yeah, share something, even though it looks like you're getting entered into a giveaway and you're not, it still looks good and it gives the people who are customers the courage to share something because they see us sharing instead of it being crickets. Does that make sense? That is something I know these team pages or these customer chats are fairly new and we're doing our best to like make the content better as we go. But they're very similar to the team pages in that sense. And so roll that into the chats. Um so yeah, the other thing I wanted to give you guys tips and tricks on, and I saw Nicole and Amy doing this. Share about the community when they shared about what their team had accomplished with Earning Leaders Retreat, sometimes we feel like, oh, I can't shout anyone out unless they're like my downline or myself. But Amy and Nicole took it upon themselves to shout out their sideline sisters and their upline, like, hey, these girls earned this. And so they're showing not only like what's possible, but they're showing like, hey, I have a team of friends that are doing this. And Charmy made a reel the other day. I don't know if you guys follow Charmy on Instagram. She made a reel about meeting some of her best friends through Plexus, and it was particularly about Jamie Burnside and her and their story. And I shared it in my story. And I actually had a girl reach out to me who has been a customer off and on for a really long time. And she was just like, this is why she's like, I wish I wasn't so afraid to share. She was like, but I just crave that friendship that y'all have. Like, you guys all just seem so, her words were badass and supportive of each other. And I just love that. And I was really like proud of that. I was like, that means we're doing a good job, you guys. Like people want to be a part of that community. Sometimes we're seeking out those who want more income, who want to stay home with their kids, but a lot of times it's just to have a seat at a table of women that are going to support them and pump them up, right? And so remember that, share that, celebrate your friends, celebrate your sisters. If you have a sideline sister who's about to hit a rank, you guys, Katie Salyers is really close to hitting gold this month. I think if all her subs go through, she has it in the bag. Like, shout that out. If anyone else has a rank up they're about to hit this month, share it with us. Randy is going to go for gold next month. Camus has been close there. I remember when I wanted to hit Ruby so bad, I had a friend that hit Ruby before me. We're just sideline sisters. I shouted her out. I was like, what? Or no, she hadn't even hit Ruby yet. I was like, my friend's so close to Ruby. I'm so excited for her. Like, those are the little things, okay, that people see and they're like, oh my gosh, look it, they're cheering each other on. I can't even remember the last time someone told me good job, right? So that is just the big part of community and involvement. And so I know it's hard because we have such difficult, oh, sorry, Leslie. I'm trying to make sure I read everyone's comments. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I knew that. Okay, yes, Leslie's really close too. So like if you're looking for like you want to celebrate something, you want people to see like the excitement in our team, like please know, like we have these ring ups happening. Maybe it's just someone finally broke through and was able to recruit a friend to start their health and wellness journey. You know, you make it how you want. Shout outs, honestly, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Shout outs are really hard for me because I think it goes, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about the love language book. That's one of my husband and I's favorite books. And words of affirmation is like a love language for some people, but for some people it is not. And like words of affirmation has never really been one for me. So I have a hard time showing love like that. Like, hey, good job. I love you because of XYZ. But my husband's love language is affirmations, words of affirmation. So I really noticed that I'm like, oh, I have to like remind myself to shout people out. Like, and I'm the same, if no one shouts me out, I'm okay with it. Like it doesn't bother me. But I was having this conversation, Kate and I've talked about in Charming, and we was like, we really need to get better about recognition and shouting those out, shouting certain people out. And so if you're not good at that, don't worry. You're not the only one, but it still is something we have to make a skill and get excited about. It's kind of like if you struggle with staying tapped in to the team pages and the chats, like that's kind of an organizational thing. It's still something that if you want to build your business, I hate to see people spending so much time and dialing in on the recruiting, the duplication, the leadership, but then be completely absent from their team page and community and their culture. It's not going to work, you guys. It's almost like that's like the foundation, the foundation. Kate wrote literally write in your planner to do yes. If there's things you don't like to do because you don't find, just write yes. Set alarms. I set alarms. Um, so that's kind of the things I just wanted to bring to you and kind of hype y'all up on. The last final thing that I wanted to go through and talk about is our challenges. So I feel like as a team, we kind of step back from doing many like just us challenges. We have like Beth's big challenges that we try to take part in. We used to do them a lot more. I think we just kind of were like, life got busy. But when we do have a challenge, so like sometimes we'll have like we did a step challenge. So step challenge, like leaning into summer challenge. Like we've had these challenges. Get involved, get in there. Even if you're like, I don't really have 10 pounds to lose, like the shot, get in there, be posting, get your people excited about it. With that being said, we have a challenge coming up. um, yes, 31 driven. Like, and that's another thing, like the coaching groups, like that find a way to like talk about it on your social media, like in your stories. Like y'all, I don't think you guys realize how many network marketing companies out there, or even teams. I'm sorry, I'm not like pointing anyone out. I'm just saying there are probably teams within Plexus that don't have coaching groups like we do, like 31 driven. Um, like we had Core 4 for a little while. they're just there's girls out there and I've talked to them. That's why I know this. And I'm not naming names. I'm just saying. And they're like, I don't really have any support. Like, I love how you guys are always on your team calls and the pictures. Like, I don't have that. So share that. So when somebody is like you said, looking for, they want coaching. They want to know they're going to have coaching. They see that. So, okay, I'm going to move on to our challenge. We have a challenge coming up. Um, and you guys, we didn't finish the graphic, but I wanted to show you the graphic. We're going to try to release it tomorrow, but it's so pretty. I'm going to hold it up to my screen because I didn't put it on my laptop. Oh, is it going to show? Okay. So it's a 10-day detox challenge. We're thinking of doing on, sorry, I know this is not showing up very well. Okay. On shoes and some Beats headphones. 10-day detox challenge. Gonna be super, it's a good one. And 10 days I like because sometimes people get a little intimidated about it being 30 days. They're like, 30 days is a long time. So 10 days, people feel like they can do that. So we have a 10-day detox challenge coming up. So that's gonna be focused around using oh sweet, Kate shared a file in the meeting. So if you guys want to get into that, look at it. But it's gonna be wrapped around using the Restore, Balance, and Triplex combo. We are going to hash out as many deets as we can, like in the next couple days. But you guys have that, like, start messaging people. Okay. What we are asking, if you want to invite people to this challenge just to help out with prizes and the quality, we're hoping to do on shoes and Beats, and then we have some other stuff in the works possibly. We need $10 from all of you who want to be inviting people to it. You can send it to us Venmo, but that's like y'all's buy-in to it. So you could invite people to it. But really excited for it. Like I said, our team as a larger whole did a challenge and it was really neat. There was a lot of what is the word I'm looking for? Engagement. There was a lot of engagement in it. I saw a lot of positive feedback. Women were saying, gals in the Jules page were saying that like they got a lot of white lines back from like for using this challenge as like a way to get started again. A lot of people who had been done for a long time, they re-signed up. So we're really excited about this challenge. We may be looking based on like the format we want to go on it. We may be looking for volunteers to go in live and share their story. We'll kind of like we'll share more details on that. But like if you're open-minded to that, that would be super good. But anyways, challenges is one of the things I wanted to touch on to make sure that you are like participating in. The last thing I forgot to talk about, and I'm going to bring it up one more time, is our messenger events. So I feel like a lot of times our messenger events just get forgotten about. And I get it. Like life's busy. It's hard to know everything that's going on. And so I'm going to leave you guys with like some advice on what helps me. When you sit down to plan your month, go look at the team calendar. If the team calendar is not out yet, message your sponsor. Hey, I'm mapping out my month. I want to know what all of our team events are. You can call them team events, whatever you want to call them. Okay, they are obligated to get you that information if our team calendar is not up. Okay. And so what I do is I write down everything in my planner calendar, messenger event on this day, challenge starting this day, 31 driven group starting this day. But then how many of you brain dump before you start your week? Has anyone ever brain dumped? Katie, okay. So when you sit down to do your brain dump, whenever you start your week, whether that's Sunday morning, Sunday night, maybe you do it Monday night and you start on Tuesday. I know people who are like that. Randy, I try. Brain dumping has been a lifesaver for me. So the more that you can make it a habit, I promise you it's so helpful. But when you sit down to brain dump to start your week, you can think, okay, what is this week? Oh, I have a messenger event coming up. And if it's Sunday, we usually have them the same day every week. So you can think, okay, I need to start inviting. Or maybe you brain dump the one week and you're like, oh, I have a messenger event coming up next week. I need to invite to it, or I need to make a list of people that I think. So messenger events are another one to be involved in. If you're looking for a way to like kind of up your leadership, reach out about running a messenger event. That was what I started doing. Kate kind of was like, hey, when I was a senior old and wanted to go Ruby, she's like, do you want to start hosting our messenger events? And I was like, what? And I remember when I hosted my first messenger event, I was loading my kids up to go to a branding and I was doing the messenger event simultaneously. And I remember being like, I am such a hot shot right now. Like I am, I'm running a messenger event. But you guys, like it takes doing that stuff to build the confidence in yourself. And so if any of you all are looking for a way to step into that role, if you want to start hosting things, but that is one of the one of the things that is going to help grow that like leadership, I guess like trait. I don't know. Leadership is a learned skill. We can all do it. And so yeah, I think I covered them all. I talked about the challenge. I wanted to talk about messenger events. I talked about team pages. I talked about our chats. And the challenge for you guys leaving this meeting, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but was to just be more involved in the pages, like the customer pages, the team page, and pop in there. If you're not quite ready to do a live, that's okay. Just make a post, put up a picture, pre-record a video and drop the video in. But the more and more you do that, it's really going to liven up our pages and it's going to get people excited and they're going to start hearing from new people. Maybe you have someone in there and they see you post and they're like, oh boy, look at Nicole go. She's talking about, oh, that's my upline. That's kind of cool. Like, so any questions before we end it out? It's 9:30 on the dot almost. Nope. All good. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Someone was just asking. Okay. Oh, okay. She dropped.
Thank you, Katie.
Just making sure we didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. We will have more info on the challenge coming out. We will have a messenger event coming up. It should be on the team calendar, but yeah, that concludes everything. I hope you guys. Oh, picture. Thanks, Len. Leslie, you want to turn your camera on or are you putting babies to sleep? Just make sure before I take the picture. Oh, there she is. Okay, everyone smile. Okay. I will send that to y'all. Okay, bye.